Di mana berada bersama, jangan lemah di saat harus kuat, terjang badai tangan berjabat.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi wa kafa, wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyil mustafa wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ahli sidki wal wafa, amma ba'd. Pemirsa sahabat Albina TV yang dirahmati oleh Allah Subhanahu wa taala, bagaimana kabar Anda hari ini? Mudah-mudahan Allah senantiasa memberikan kepada kita nikmat iman, Islam, kesehatan, dan nikmat-nikmat yang lainnya. Sehingga atas apa yang telah Allah berikan kepada kita, maka sepantasnya lah kita mengucapkan Alhamdulillah. Puji dan syukur mari kita panjatkan kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Salawat serta salam mari kita limpah curahkan kepada junjungan kita Nabi besar Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Juga kepada para sahabat, tabi'in, tabi'ut tabi'in, dan juga keluarganya, dan kepada orang-orang yang senantiasa mengikutinya. Alhamdulillah, pada kesempatan kali ini saya Hasan Maulana akan mengantarkan pemirsa untuk menyaksikan Talkshow berbahasa Inggris yang akan dibawakan oleh santri-santri kita dari SMA IT Albina, yang insya Allah akan dipandu secara langsung oleh Mas Muhammad Azrwinata. Baik, pemirsa sahabat Albina TV, selamat menyaksikan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'du. Ladies and gentlemen, first let me introduce myself. My name is Mas Muhammad Azrwinata. I'm from class B. I will guide you in this show around several minutes ahead. Now, I have two guests who will talk about the new normal, especially the new normal that will be gone through by Binaa Islamic Boarding School student. Okay, there are Muhammad Fauzi, the leader of Jamia Al-Talabah, and Fatih Akmal, one of influence student in Binaa Islamic Boarding School. Okay guys, how are you?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, fine, thank you.
And Fatih?
I'm totally fine, alhamdulillah.
Okay, before we start, could you introduce yourself?
My name is Fatih Akmal Hasan. I come from Jakarta, and I'm from class 11E.
Yeah, hello, my name is Muhammad Fauzi. I come from Jakarta and I'm from class 12B.
Okay, Muhammad Fauzi, what do you feel in the middle of the new normal? Is there something new?
Yeah, I think new normal is the new habit. Especially this is a very, very new habit and unique habit because this is so different with the old normal. Looks like wearing mask every time, washing our hands every time. So this is very, very unique, very, very new habit for us. But we will facing it because the life is must go on. The pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic is around us. So we will facing it with the new normal, which is so different with the old normal.
Okay, and what about you, Fatih? What do you think? Is there a new habit that you feel strange or that you never felt it before?
Well, some new habits in this new normal era, of course, in Binaa Islamic Boarding School. Maybe like wearing a mask continually, it's quite difficult for me. Why? Because it makes a little bit stuffy, and sometimes when I wearing a mask, I taking off my mask and breathe in a fresh air for a minute and then take it on again. It's difficult. And another new habits in this new normal era, like you must wash your hands with hand wash or hand sanitizer before and after do some activities that contact with many people. And maybe these are some new habits that quite difficult and we have to get used to it even though it's not comfy.
Oh, okay. However, it means we should face the new normal enthusiastically because like Muhammad Fauzi said, life is must go on. And now we have come back to Binaa Islamic Boarding School, our beloved campus. Okay, Father, can you explain a few things about a new normal in Islamic boarding school?
Well, new normal or new Albina bring lots of the change like health strict protocol in the mosque, in the dormitory, and any place in Albina Islamic Boarding School have a health strict protocol like wearing a mask continually in everywhere during the activity, and you must wash your hand with hand soap or hand sanitizer that available in any place, and like avoid the gathering, do social distancing, and some sport not allowed like football and basketball. And in Matam that we usually eat and drinks there, we must bring our personal stuff like plates and mugs.
Okay, and may I know, Muhammad Fauzi, what kind of preparation or facilities that Albina offered to welcome the return of students, indeed, with health strict protocol?
Yeah, before we going back to Albina Islamic Boarding School, there is a health protocol that we have to join this protocol before back to Albina Islamic Boarding School. The first thing you know that before back to Albina Islamic Boarding School, we must have a self quarantine around 14 days or 2 weeks in our home. So we cannot go away, go out from our house because we're having a self quarantine in our house. After that, in the day of returning back to Albina Islamic Boarding School, before entering our dormitory, we must have a rapid test in our campus. So before students entering dormitory, we have a rapid test in the school campus. If the result is non-reactive, we allow it to entering the dormitory, and if the result is reactive, we must go back to our house and having a self-quarantine around 14 days or 2 weeks. After that, some many facilities it's Albina prepare being to the new normal during the COVID-19 pandemic. Looks like there is a thermal scanner. After you're entering Albina's gate, there is a thermal scanner, and all students before they entering the campus, before having a school time, there is a thermal scanner too after entering the gate of campus. After that, you can see that a lot of hand sanitizer in every place in Albina Islamic Boarding School, like in masjid, like in school campus, like in dormitory, there is a hand sanitizer and wastafel. There is so many places. And after that, physical distancing in Albina's area. In masjid, there is a physical distancing. In the dining room, this is a physical distancing. In the dormitory, there is a physical distancing. After that, some sport activities is not allowed during this COVID-19 pandemic. Like football match, there is not allowed. Basketball match, there is not allowed too because there is a physical contact, and we must have a physical distancing. So not allowed like football match or basketball match, there is not allowed. I think this is a new facilities and new habit that we must to facing it in Albina Islamic Boarding School during COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay. It's very clear protocol, and Albina is very serious about it because the COVID-19 is spread all over the world. Okay, before I close this show, maybe we can hear some statement from our guest. Okay, Muhammad Fauzi.
Yeah, I think COVID-19 pandemic is around the world. The world is facing this COVID-19 pandemic. So there is a health protocol like wearing a mask, washing your hands every time, maintain your distance. So we must follow this health protocol. Keep your distance, stay healthy, stay safe, and do some activities with physical distancing. If you are in your house now, you must if you go to shopping area, if you go to mall or you go to market, keep your distance, take your hand sanitizer, keep your distance too, and stay healthy, stay safe, and I think we must see again. We will meet again in a better situation. Amin.
Amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Okay, from here we know a big effort from Binaa Islamic Boarding School to prevent their student for COVID-19 pandemic. And we as a student, we should obey the rule that they have made, because what they have done is the best for all of us. Okay, thank you for Muhammad Fauzi, the leader of
thank
Jamiat
you.
Talaba, and Fateh Akmal. I hope we can meet in the next occasion and better situation. Amin. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mas Muhammad Azharwinata. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Jangan lemah di saat harus kuat, terjang badai